Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth, and let's chat about the evil secret society of cats. I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 to talk about today. So, the premise of the story is you follow the evil cat society and how they scheme against humanity. So, it's not really anything nefarious, but more so in humorous stories. So, I feel like if you're a cat lover or have a or own a cat, you'll definitely relate to some of these stories and some of the cat behaviors that you experience. The illustrations are cute, or in Japanese, very kawaii, very colorful, very pleasing and easy on the eyes because the pages, you're not going to feel overwhelmed with a lot of like cartoon panels. So each page has 4 squares that you read from. So they're definitely super easy to read on the eyes. And then in the beginning of the book, the author outlines the characters in the book. So there's like the cats and then the dogs in the book. So you kind of have an idea, okay, who's in the book and what their like abilities are. In addition to the animal characters, you do have your human characters that you follow too. And majority of that is more so like the owners of the cat. But again, the book emphasizes more on the animals than the humans in the character. So um, the book here, it is ideal that you read all three just because you grow more attached to the characters and you learn a little bit more about their background. If you kind of skip around in the volumes, like maybe you read volume 2 and then volume 3, it's not going to be like the end of the world, but it's just better to read all three if possible. Um, I did enjoy it. It was a very easy read. And the only issue, or the two things I had an issue with the book is so in the beginning of the 4 panels, it usually starts off with saying, like, okay, the evil cat society and then their purpose. And so that kind of got a little bit repetitive. And I felt like that was kind of like a waste of square because I would say about 95% of the time that gets repeated. And so it could be a purpose, maybe in a way, kind of brainwashing the person reading, like, hey, this is the evil cat society, and this is their mission. Kind of reminding and brainwashing the reader. Maybe that's what the author was going for, but at the same time, again, it got really repetitive. Like usually, it's the first square, it repeats that, and then along the vertical of the panels, you have like these small print, and it gives you a little bit more backstory of the characters. But then after a while, I kind of got tired of um, like flipping the page. So, for example, like so here, right? You see how it's a four panel, and then on the very side here is like a small text print, and so you're gonna have to like keep kind of moving your book after you read. So the motion got kind of like tiring for me personally, and then some of the little blurbs was relevant and some of it wasn't relevant. So I was finding myself like, okay, thinking in my head, like, should I read every little like vertical description? And so I did find myself kind of skipping a lot of it because I would understand again if those little texts was kind of related to the panel that you're reading, but sometimes it wasn't. And so that's why I felt like it was like a little bit distracting in that sense, kind of like having to like read the panel and then flipping the book quickly to kind of just read what the little blurb was about. So that was like my 2 issues with the book. My favorite character in the book is the Destroyer. He is just like a big fluffy cat, but he supposedly is like the muscles of the evil secret society. But His owner is like this sweet old lady, and he's so protective and very soft with her. So I love the Destroyer as one of my favorite characters. I mean, Doggo Man is a cute um, character, and he has a fun personality too. So, and I love his name, Doggo Man. So he would be my second favorite in the book here. So I would rate this book a 3 stars. I would definitely recommend you to read this book because it's a super easy read. If you love cats, definitely would recommend you read this book. And I also love that in the second book here, the author kind of outlines like um, why she had the inspiration to create this little book. And so it's really nice to kind of like read a little bit of her thought process. So in the book 2, she gives a little bit more detail of why she did it, and she does like this villain profile too. So I really enjoyed reading that from the author. So like always, please let me know your thoughts. Did you like the book? Did you like the book? Who is your favorite character? Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Happy reading.